Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So here is the full official spoilers for One Piece chapter 11-15. And also there will be no break next week. So loading. More details of the chapter. Chapter of 17 pages. Chapter 1115, Fragments of Continents. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 5. Got a bento from Hiyori and Otoko. Yamato is smiling while sees how Hiyori and Otoko prepare a bento for his journey around Wano-Kuni. Chapter starts where last one ended. We can see more reactions about Vegapunk's words all world. Over that. In Wano-Kuni, where Straw Hat Jolly Roger flutters near the castle, people are listening Vegapunk's message with old Orochi's Den Den Mushi. We can see Momonosuke, Kinemon, Otama and Shinobu eating dangos. Momonosuke. So Joy Boy was a pirate just like Luffy. Kinemon. You know that name. Cut to G4 Marine Base Prison. We see that Damaro Black and his crew are also listening Vegapunk's message. All of them are now cosplaying as Kid Pirates. Damaro is Kid Lol. Fake Kid Pirates. Who would be stronger? Joy Boy or R, Captain Kid? Damaro Black fake, Captain Kid. It's unfair to compare. Since Joy Boy is dead. Vegapunk's broadcast continues while we can see that Luffy, Dory and Reggie are still running from Warkery. Vegapunk. To explain why Joy Boy was called a pirate, I must first talk about the Void Century. I've only read a small portion of the poneglyphs, but poneglyphs are records of a massive battle fought during Void Century. Joy Boy's enemy was the current world government. Warkery. Vegapunk. Cut to the laboratory, we see that Mars is walking through a corridor and using Conqueror's Haki as he walks. It's a very badass panel. After he passes, many Den Den Mushi fall to the ground unconscious. Vegapunk. To be precise, Joy Boy enemies were an alliance army of 20 nations that later become world government. In other words, Joy Boy and his group was so sturdy that such forces were needed to fight him. While Vegapunk says this, we can see a panel where Joy Boy, using Nika form that looks like Luffy Gear 5, was fighting multiple kings. Unfortunately, all of them are just silhouettes. Vegapunk continues. Vegapunk. Since I don't possess information on what ignited that battle, I shall describe it as a clash of two types of ideas, and neither side can be defined as good or evil. Cut to Zoe, we can see that some minx like Carrot that is wearing a new outfit, and Wanda that is dressed as a musketeer are listening Vegapunk's message. Zoe is listening it too. Vegapunk. As I mentioned before, the nation where Joy Boy was born was something you wouldn't believe that existed 900 years ago. The weapons that existed in that century of war seem to be crafts that cannot be recreated with today's technologies. And that even includes me, the genius. Cut to Foxy Pirates, they are listening Vegapunk in a shabby small boat. Most of the crew are gone, because we only see Foxy. He has mustache and goatee now. Porch and Hamburg. All of them have some bandages and wounds. Foxy. What the hell is he talking about? That peanut head. Porch. Oh boss, by the way, I'm starving. Vegapunk. And that's where our problem stems from. Back to Egghead Island, Edison asks Stussy to run away. She doesn't need to care about Barrier anymore since it's useless against 5 elders. Cut to Nami group. Nami says they need to hurry since Marine Battleship's ship. We can see too that Zoro and Jinbei almost reach the ship, are gathering around Elbaf. Back to Stussy, she's talking with Kaku very sad. Stussy don't know what to do. Now that Stella is gone, I've lost my purpose in life. Nujiro breaks free from the giants and attacks Bonnie, but Frankie pulls her out of the way to avoid the attack. Nujiro's attack cuts off easily Elbaf ship's figurehead. Nujiro. You talk too much. Vegapunk. Arg. All these annoying signs of lives too. Entire cloud under Punk. Then Nujiro jumps into the air, and in an epic double spread, he cuts the records in half, freeing all Seraphim and Cypher Pole agents in the process. All of them fall to the lower part of Egghead. Vegapunk's speech continues. Vegapunk. The Void Century ended with Joy Boy's defeat. However, his downfall, that battle left an irreparable damage on our world. Going from island to island, that is our world today. With sailing itself being difficult, a large amount of our population will only have access to the culture of their own. We see more random reactions. Some people say of course ocean is dangerous. We see Shimotsuki. Village 2, Kushiro is listening Vegapunk while kids training. Vegapunk. This is common sense of ours. But this does not apply to the world that existed 1,000 years ago. We can assume that our world used to have several continents long ago. But the catastrophic climate change that occurred during the Void Century submerged the 200 meters rise in seawater. The islands we are living on right now are merely fragments of those continents that used to exist. The world of 1.000 years ago is now sunk into the depths of water, and nowhere to be found. Entire world with. While Vegapunk talks, we can see another epic double spread showing ruins of cities in the bottom of the sea. We see more reactions around the world, like Revolutionary Army Dragon, Sabo, Ivankov, in Kamabaka Queendom or Nojiko and Genzo. Genzo, Najiko, where are you going? In Kokoyashi Village. Nojiko, tell me what he says later, I'm going to check on T the Mikan's farm, in Sakura Kingdom. Dalton and Kurha are listening Vegapunk's message with some citizens. Kurha, hee, it seems there are still so many interesting things in this world. We can see two Miss Golden Week, Miss Merry Christmas and Miss Valentine in the island where New Spider's Cafe is located. People of that island look at a mountain and say they can't believe it was more than 200 meters high in the past. They say too that a lot of people must have died by rise in seawater. Vegapunk's message continues. Vegapunk, when I detected a NSE in sea level across the whole world the other day, I reached my conclusion. Vegapunk, why did the sea level rise during that century? One would reasonably assume that such calamities are usually caused by natural disasters. But after my research, I can say it's impossible that so much change can happen in a span of merely 100 years. I conclude that the calamity was actually man-made. Morgans, unbelievable. In World Economy newspaper's headquarters, Morgans can't believe Vegapunk's words. Vivi covers Morgan's mouth to continue listening Vegapunk. The reason, and the identity. We can see Mars, Saturn and Warkery faces while Vegapunk says that last words. Vegapunk, the ancient weapons that sunk the world 800 years ago still exist today. And they are waiting the day they'll be put to use again. Cut to Mary Geoise in the final page of the chapter. Amu, still Shadow, is in the room of flowers playing with the butterflies. Chapter ends with Imu's close-up while Vegapunk talks. Amu, Vegapunk. In other words, the huge war that occurred during the Void Century has not yet ended. End of the chapter. No break next week. Thanks for watching this video, hope you liked it and please subscribe to my for more updates. Stay tuned.